What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. Last episode, there was another huge reveal, being that, Espella is most likely Bazella. Well, that's what she said anyways. And she remembered the incidents of the Great Calamity, or the Catastrophe, whichever one it was. But looks like we've run back to town to try and find her, because there's also a huge rainstorm now. I'm sure another upcoming, a storm to- Chapter 6 complete! That was the shortest chapter ever. That was like half an hour. Wow. Okay. Chapter 7. The story's end. Is this the last chapter? This might be the last chapter. What?
Where's Espella? Where could she be?
There's no sign of her at all.
This is very strange. I've a feeling we're the only ones around.
Huh? Professor, look at this!
Oh, it's the parade? Was it the parade?
Look! It's a new story!
That means that the parade has already taken place.
Anyway, let's read it!
At the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades to darkness, the weaver of the story will meet the Great Witch for the first and final time. The concluding scene will glow in the flames of great magic, as the teller of the story is silenced forever. This evening, at the final witch trial, the legendary Great Witch will be consumed by her own flames. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. Suggesting that Espella, if she is Bazella, dies, and the storyteller dies. Does this mean what I think it means? No way, that can't be. Is this what that Great Witch meant? Whatever the case, let's find Espella before panic spreads throughout the town. We should probably split up. If only we had some leads. The appointed place of ending. Perhaps this is referring to the town square, at which the parade always ends. While the teller of the story can mean none other than Espella's father. As for being silenced forever, this is almost certainly an indication that he will lose his life. In that case, Professor, the chances of Espella being at the town square are pretty high, right? Indeed, Mr. Wright. Let's head to the square and find her. Hey, the tower's there! Is that Barnum on the horse? It looks like it. It looks like everyone in the town is here. It would appear that they all wish to see the final story with their own eyes. Oh, there's the bell in the tower! The silver bell! About this final story. Why would the Great Witch Bazella show up tonight of all nights? I have been wondering the same thing. She has never once shown herself before now. Perhaps the power of the story is such that even the actions of the Great Witch are subject to its control. And one more thing. Why in the world would the storyteller write his own death into the story? Indeed, there appear to be quite a few mysteries contained within this final story. Although I suggest we don't dwell on them for the time being. I agree. First things first, let's find Espella. What's up, kids? You'd better hide now, cause you know you can't win! Can too, and I won't hide. You'll be crispy bacon in no time, just accept it. Will not, you'll see, I will become a knight. And if I say I'll protect you, I'll protect you. Come on, how's a little chicken like you supposed to protect me from Bazella? Just watch me! Okay. Barnum, what's going on, Barnum? Barnum, speak. Why not? Why can't I? A storyteller's carriage. Oh, so okay. That's his carriage. Oh yeah, this guy. The parade was totally different this time. Inquisitor Darklaw was nowhere to be seen, and Inquisitor Barnum looked so agitated. And not only that, but they said this is going to be the last story. What's to become of us all from here on? How are we ever going to find Espella with all these people about? Look over there! It's the storyteller!
And now, the time is upon us. The time of release from the curses of witchcraft and the story. The legendary Bezella will appear before us, and the story of the longest night will begin. Prepare yourselves for the dramatic climax.
But that means we'll lose our storyteller.
But why will he be sacrificed?
There is no reason for sorrow. My stories are no more than a peek at the caprice and irony of unfolding fate. We are all being carried along on the vast and irresistible sea of chance. I am no more than one person in the sea of people who are here tonight. No more and no less.
Oh, storyteller!
Storyteller! Don't stop writing our story!
This isn't good. It's getting dark already. Remember what the story said. At the appointed place of ending as twilight fades to darkness. And we still haven't found Espella yet. Look at that! Someone's at the top of the tower! What? At the top of the tower? Look, Nick! Someone's definitely up there.
Look, everyone! The great witch Bezella has finally appeared. The time has arrived. This story will come to an end.
That must be her! Can it really be?
The Great Witch Bezella!
Here and now, my life will surely come to an end. The great witch Bezella will be apprehended, and true peace will come to this town.
Mr. Wright, there, follow me. Oh.
Espella.
It's really cool that she can summon Moltres whenever she wants. It's a nifty power.
So you were the great witch Bezella after all! A truly terrifying witch who would even attack her own father!
Get up! Get up and stand before us, Great Witch Bezella!
Her eyes are doing that thing again. Espella. It can't be. There's no way. Espella, are you alright? She seems to be wide awake, but she's not responding. I don't get it. What happened here? So there's Darklaw. Hey, it's Eve, but it's probably Darklaw. It's probably Darklaw. Were you with the spell the whole time? Can you tell me what happened here? What did she say, Luke? Nothing. She didn't tell me a thing. Will you people keep your distance? I can't have you getting close to the Great Witch Bezella. Until the commencement of the final trial, this girl is to be handed over to the Knights of the Inquisition. Take her away. Sir! Hey! Don't you dare lay your finger on her! Surely you must have seen her just now. Tell me, did she or did she not just summon a great big fire dragon? But you still can't say for sure that Espella is a witch. That's right, someone might have knocked her out and brought her here against her will. That's ridiculous. We vigilantes were the first ones at this tower. And when we arrived, this girl was the only person present. Any one of us would swear to it, and on their honor as a knight. Things are not always as they might appear. We have yet to investigate the scene of the incident, have you not? There's no need! It's obvious beyond a shadow of a doubt what has transpired here. Oi, get a move on! Take that girl away before she regains consciousness. But sir, there seems to be some kind of commotion downstairs. What? You take your hands off that young girl. I'm family. Cease! You lot just keep your grubby meat hooks off my little Espella. Meat hooks? Boss! Maya, Phoenix! Why aren't you baking bread? Why aren't you home baking bread? Who let this woman up here? Remove her immediately. Don't you lay a hand on me. And she killed them. What the? What is that? White powder. Anthrax! She's a terrorist. That's my very finest white flour. Be thankful of that, you whippersnapper. Why, you impudent bread-brained baker! Go ahead and draw that sword at your own risk, sonny. I'll show you a thing or two. The rolling pin is mightier than the sword. Don't you have anything better to do than intimidate defenseless women? You dork in a tin can? Ooh, got him good. Got him where it hurts. What is it with you people? You people? I understand how you two feel, but may I ask you both to calm down a little? Professor! We are the only ones who can discover the truth and save Espella. The professor's right. We have to keep our cool and carefully plan our next move. I know, Phoenix. And to think, the Phoenix I once knew could barely even plan his next loaf of bread. If you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. Now why couldn't you just leave peacefully in the first place? Oh my god, that shiny thing is really bothering me. I just want to pick it up already. Can we just pick it up? Espella, I still believe in you, my dear girl. Take the girl away. That means now. I'm afraid, sir, that won't exactly be completely possible at the present time, sir. What now? A moment ago, that new recruit got carried away and locked the entrance. Currently, no one is able to leave the tower, sir. What did you say? That idiot of a new recruit did what? We've been ordered to take this girl to the interrogation room as soon as possible. The trial of the Great Witch is tonight. The appropriate arrangements are already underway in the square. We don't have time for this. Sorry, sir. I'll go and hang that new recruit up by his heels. We're leaving now, and that's that. Bring that witch here to me. Looks like they took Espella away with them. That made my blood boil, having to just stand here and watch her get dragged away like that. We must bide our time, Luke. Don't worry. The time for action will come. Although, at present, this place is still in complete turmoil. Look, there are the vigilantes and knights running all over the place. That oversized rust bucket said the trial will be held tonight, didn't he? Indeed, that would seem to be the case, according to the storyteller's story at least. Honestly, though, who knows what will happen this time? Ooh, scary. The Great Witch Bezella used a spell to call forth the fire dragon, which then took the storyteller's life. Could it be that Espella really is the Great Witch Bezella? Come on, Zacharias. Help me out. I simply cannot comprehend it. Storyteller, can this really be a suitable ending to the story you have written? As a father, how can you possibly subject your own daughter to a fate such as this? Inquisitor Barnum, we have the Great Witch in custody. You took your time, did you not? How long is it now since the incident? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It took longer than expected on account of those incompetent vigilantes. They've only just handed it over to us. Your excuses do not interest me. You do realize that according to the story, the trial of the Great Witch must convene this evening, do you not? Yes, sir. Arrangements for the setting up of the special outside court have commenced. I wanted to gain as much information as possible before the proceedings begin. There's little time left, so get going. Yes, sir. You heard the Inquisitor Witch. Get moving. Stop. Do not treat the accused like that. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But, sir, this girl's accused of... I know very well what she's accused of, but for the time being, that is precisely what she is. Accused, not guilty. Inquisitor Barnum. This girl is not a witch until she has been pronounced guilty. Treat her with respect. That is an order. Yes, sir. Look at him being nice all of a sudden. Espella Cantavello. I guess he's been nice for the past, couple weeks of episodes, but still, when when we first met him, he wanted to burn everybody. I would like to hear the truth from you. Are you really the Great Witch Bazella? I'm... Go and prepare for questioning. I shall be along shortly. That won't be necessary. Darklaw? Is that you? Inquisitor Darklaw. What did you just say? I said that will not be necessary. You see, this evening, you will not be the one standing in court. What is the meaning of this? Who then? Who will stand in court? For the trial of the Great Witch Bazella, surely it is only fitting that the High Inquisitor herself prosecute. You're not saying... I'm saying that I will be filling the role of Inquisitor in tonight's trial. Is that understood, Barnum? High Inquisitor, just what are you planning? I'm not sure I quite follow. What are you implying? I followed after you, and my pursuit led me into a mysterious forest. Upon doing so, I witnessed a most unusual scene. Several mysterious robed figures surrounding a character whom they referred to as the Great Witch. The Great Witch hiding behind that masked exterior was none other than you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. My Inquisitor. How very interesting. And where, may I ask, is your proof of this? Proof? Well, did you not even remove the mask to confirm the identity of that person? Well, I was unable to confirm anything. Thanks to her use of witchcraft, I was robbed of consciousness. Is that so? In that case, Barnum, I'm afraid I will have to treat what you have just said as treason. And treason against the High Inquisitor means treason against the storyteller. You there! Yes, my lady. Escort Zacharias Barnum to the dungeon for his crime of treason. My lady? On second thought, he may prove a handful for the likes of you men alone. I shall come along and assist your escort. Now ready the horses. Yes, sir. My lady. Wait right here, Barnum. We're taking you into immediate custody. I do not believe it. I will not believe it. I cannot believe that Espella Cantabella is the Great Witch Bazella. Blast! Of all the times! Inquisitor Barnum, please know that it pains me to restrain the great defender of Labyrinthia. There's no need to apologize. I am aware that you are only doing your duty. But, sir... And arrest Constantine for also treason.
What are you doing here?
For also treason.
My faithful companion, Constantine. I'm sorry to say, it appears that your master has reached the end of his career. A great task has befallen me, but now I shall be unable to complete it. Such a pity.
This is pitiful. The once great Inquisitor Barnum, conveying words of remorse to his faithful dog. And what, may I ask, was this great task of which you spoke?
That's simple. To find the truth.
The truth?
Until I met Sir Blue Knight and Sir Dark Hat, the question hadn't occurred to me. Is Espella Cantabella really the Great Witch Bezella? Why would the storyteller write a story in which his own daughter is executed? I, Zacharias Barnum, as a defender of this town, must know the truth behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Inquisitor Barnum. I'll tell you why you were unable to find the truth.
What is the reason?
There is one thing which, despite your great ability, you lack.
Something I lack.
What you lack is resolve.
What do you mean?
In order to find out the truth, you went to great lengths in following me to the woods. I don't reproach you for that. You felt it was your duty as a knight. But that's also the problem, Inquisitor. Why could you not go to such lengths when it came to doubting the storyteller himself?
That's crazy. It's not right for a knight to question the integrity of his lord and master.
And so you failed. Your knightly pride was your critical flaw.
Huh? Critical flaw?
That tower, the one in which the storyteller lives. Perhaps the truth you were seeking could have been found in the small room at the very top of that tower.
What are you saying?
In any case, at this stage of the game, it's too late to do anything. So I suggest you assign your unfinished task to that faithful dog of yours.
Huh?
Very well then, Zacharias Barnum. It's time to go. From this evening, you'll be spending your time in a damp, dark place, deep underground. It might be a good opportunity for you to cool that hot head of yours.
We finally made it out of the tower. I second that feeling. For a moment there, I wondered if we'd make it out safely. There's probably not much time until Espella's trial begins. I say we look around for clues, so we at least have something to go on. Indeed, that sounds like a wise suggestion. However, if it's alright with you, I'd like you to take charge of this particular investigation, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. But what about you, Professor? Me? Why, there's a place of particular interest that I would like to investigate. Where's that, Professor? Constantine! Where the heck did he come from? Constantine looks rather worked up. Could something be the matter with him? I don't know. I'll ask him and see. Good idea, Luke. Eh? Surely not. What is it, my boy? You look like you've just seen a ghost. What did the little guy say? He said his master, Inquisitor Barnum, has been relieved of his duties. You mean Inquisitor Barnum is no longer Inquisitor Barnum? But why? Apparently he's being branded a traitor for treason against the storyteller. Barnum a traitor? How very peculiar. This has all happened rather too hastily for my liking. If that's true, then who's going to take his place as prosecutor in the trial this evening? Well, according to Constantine, that will be High Inquisitor Darklaw herself. It would appear this incident has taken a further turn for the dramatic. We would be wise to attend to our respective investigations without further delay. Just a moment, Professor. It seems Constantine wants to tell us something else. I'd be very interested to hear anything you wish to add, Constantine. It appears he'd like to show us the way. Where? He wants to show us the way to the Storyteller's Tower. According to Constantine, there should be a vital clue up there. Ho ho, this is the most fortuitous. Professor? It just so happens that when I said there was a place I wish to investigate, that tower is precisely as where I meant. No kidding. For the time being, everyone's attention is focused on the town square. So perhaps it might just be possible to enter that tower while it's not being quite so heavily guarded. At least, I presume that may be the case. You may have just found a chink in their armor, Professor. Isn't that tower where Espella used to live when she was a kid? What kind of clue do you think could be hiding up there? Maybe the clue lies in Espella's past. Constantine says he knows a shortcut. He can lead us straight to the Storyteller's Tower. Follow me, Sir Top Hat, he said. Mr. Wright, I suggest we split up into 2 groups. Okay, Professor. Be careful up there. Don't worry, I shall be sure to return, armed with that vital clue. We'll be waiting for you. In the meantime, we'll make sure we're armed and ready for the trial. Mr. Wright, within the final story was written the following. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. If this story is to have the finale that has been promised, Espella too will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. I'm with you on that, Professor. Let's work together to make it happen. Farewell for now, Mr. Wright. Come on, Luke. Right you are, Professor. Come on, Constantine. Show us the way. We've only got a few hours till the trial starts. That doesn't give us much time. Let's go, Maya. Right. I'm sure the professor will bring us back something we can work with. Let's be sure to hold up our end of the bargain. You got it, Nick. What is it, Maya? It's Espella. Her eyes are all funny again, like last time. Like last time? Yeah, like they were back in London. I mean, it's like she's completely spaced out again. Now that you mention it, it was almost like she was being controlled by some kind of drug or magic back then. Nuh-uh, no way! This is just downright disgusting! We can't let them get away with this. We're definitely on the same page there, Maya. Let's get started. Just freaking get started! Oh my god, everyone's just like, we're gonna get started, we're gonna split up, we're gonna get started. Quit preparing and just do it. Well, it's been almost half an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned next Monday for the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!